Hello, we appreciate you visiting the PASSIONOY channel. Each video is created in love, driven by passion, and fueled by joy. Your PASSIONOY journey starts now. Welcome to our new viewers and our Club PASSIONOY returning VIPs. Today, we're diving into a video identifying 10 different anxiety disorders, their symptoms, and imperative questions to ask to know when to seek help. Anxiety can be overwhelming, but it's important to remember that you're not alone and there's always a way forward. Life can be full of challenges, and for many, anxiety is one of the toughest hurdles to overcome. But every challenge is an opportunity for growth and understanding. Today, we're going to talk about 10 anxiety disorders that affect people every day. My hope is that by the end of this video, you'll feel more informed and inspired to take the steps needed to address anxiety, whether it's in your own life or in supporting someone else. Remember, every step towards understanding and managing anxiety is a step towards a healthier, more fulfilling life. Disorder. Number 1. Generalized anxiety disorder. GAD. Generalized anxiety disorder is like carrying a heavy weight of worry on your shoulders, day in and day out. You worry about things that others might brush off, like finances, health, or work, even when there's no real reason to be concerned. This anxiety isn't just fleeting, it's persistent and interferes with your daily life. You might feel restless, tired, or irritable, and you may find it hard to focus or sleep. The symptoms include restlessness, fatigue, difficulty concentrating, irritability, muscle tension, and sleep disturbances. So, do you often find yourself worrying even when things are going okay? Does this worry make it hard for you to enjoy life? Are you feeling exhausted from constantly thinking about the what-ifs? If your worrying feels uncontrollable, interferes with your ability to enjoy life, or impacts your relationships or work, it's time to seek help. Professional support can help you develop strategies to manage your anxiety and regain control. Disorder number 2, panic disorder. Panic disorder can feel like your body's alarm system is going off at full blast for no apparent reason. You might suddenly feel your heart racing, struggle to breathe, or feel dizzy, like you're losing control or having a heart attack. These panic attacks can come out of nowhere, leaving you afraid of when the next one will hit. It's not just the panic attacks themselves. It's the constant fear of having another one that keeps you on edge. The symptoms include palpitations, sweating, trembling, shortness of breath, chest pain, dizziness, nausea, and fear of losing control or dying. So, have you ever felt a sudden wave of fear that seemed to come out of nowhere? Do you avoid certain places because you're scared of having another panic attack? Have you ever felt like you were dying during one of these episodes? If you're avoiding activities or places due to fear of a panic attack, or if panic attacks happen frequently, it's crucial to seek help. A professional can teach you techniques to manage panic attacks and reduce their frequency. Disorder number 3, social anxiety disorder, also known as social phobia. Social anxiety disorder is like having a spotlight on you at all times, making you hyper aware of what others might think or say about you. Even the thought of social interactions, like meeting new people, speaking in public, or attending a party, can make your heart race. You might avoid these situations altogether, fearing embarrassment or judgment. It's not just shyness, it's an intense fear that keeps you from fully participating in life's social moments. The symptoms include extreme self-consciousness, fear of social interactions, blushing, sweating, trembling, nausea, and difficulty speaking in social settings. So, do social situations make you feel incredibly anxious or self-conscious? Are you constantly worried about embarrassing yourself in front of others? Do you avoid social events because the anxiety is just too overwhelming? If your fear of social situations is preventing you from engaging in everyday activities or forming relationships, it's time to seek help. Therapy can help you build confidence and reduce the fear associated with social interactions. Disorder number 4, specific phobias. Specific phobias are like having a supercharged fear of something specific, like spiders, heights, or flying. It's more than just being a little scared. It's a full-blown panic that makes you avoid whatever it is at all costs. When faced with your phobia, you might feel like your heart is going to jump out of your chest, and you'll do anything to get away from the situation. This fear can be so strong that it disrupts your daily life. Immediate anxiety response when encountering the feared object or situation, avoidance behavior, sweating, trembling, and rapid heartbeat. Is there something specific that scares you so much you go out of your way to avoid it? Does the thought of facing this fear make your heart race or hands sweat? Do you feel overwhelmed with anxiety when confronted with your phobia? If your phobia is disrupting your life or causing you to avoid important activities, it's time to seek help. Therapy, particularly exposure therapy, can be very effective in reducing phobic reactions. Disorder number 5, agoraphobia. Agoraphobia can make the world feel like a series of trap doors. Places you once found safe are now sources of fear. You might start avoiding public places, crowds, or even leaving your house because you're terrified of what might happen if you have a panic attack and can't escape. It's like your world gets smaller and smaller as you try to avoid any situation where you feel vulnerable. This fear can keep you isolated and make everyday life feel overwhelming. Avoidance of open spaces, public transportation, or being outside the home alone. Panic attacks in feared situations. Do you avoid going out because you're scared something bad might happen? Do you feel trapped in certain situations, like in crowds or on public transportation? Have you stopped doing things you used to enjoy because of this fear? If agoraphobia is making it difficult for you to leave your home or engage in normal daily activities, it's important to seek help. Therapy can help you gradually face these fears and expand your comfort zone. Disorder number 6, obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD. Obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD, can feel like a relentless loop of unwanted thoughts and behaviors you can't escape. You might have intrusive thoughts that make you anxious, like fears of contamination, harm, or something being out of order. To cope, you engage in rituals or repetitive actions like excessive cleaning, checking, or counting to ease the anxiety. But these behaviors can take over your life, leaving you feeling stuck in a cycle that's hard to break. Excessive cleaning, checking, counting, or repeating actions, obsessions about contamination, harm, or orderliness. Do you have thoughts that keep popping into your head, making you feel anxious or scared? Do you find yourself doing certain things repeatedly, even though you know it doesn't really help? Are your daily routines controlled by the need to feel just right or to avoid something bad from happening? If your obsessions and compulsions are taking up a significant amount of your time or interfering with your daily life, it's important to seek help. A therapist can work with you to develop strategies to manage and reduce these behaviors. Disorder number 7, Separation anxiety disorder. Separation anxiety disorder isn't just something kids go through, it can affect adults too. It's the fear of being away from those you're deeply attached to, whether it's a parent, partner, or child. This fear isn't just mild discomfort, it can lead to intense anxiety, clinginess, or even physical symptoms like headaches or stomach aches. You might constantly worry that something bad will happen to them, and you avoid being apart, which can strain relationships and limit your independence. Symptoms include distress when anticipating or experiencing separation, worry about losing loved ones, nightmares about separation, and physical symptoms like headaches or stomach aches. Do you feel extremely anxious or upset when you're away from someone you love? Are you constantly worrying about their safety even when there's no reason to? Do you avoid being apart even if it means putting your life on hold? If your fear of separation is affecting your relationships or making it difficult to live independently, it's time to seek help. Therapy can help you build confidence and manage the anxiety associated with being apart from loved ones. Disorder number 8, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, can make it feel like the trauma you experience is happening all over again, even long after it's over. You might have flashbacks, nightmares, or severe anxiety that keeps you on high alert, as if danger is just around the corner. You could find yourself avoiding places or situations that remind you of what happened, feeling disconnected from others, or struggling with intense emotions that seem impossible to control. Symptoms include flashbacks, nightmares, avoidance of reminders of the trauma, severe anxiety, and intrusive thoughts about the event. Here are some questions to ask yourself. Do you relive a traumatic event through flashbacks or nightmares? Are there places or situations you avoid because they bring back painful memories? Do you feel like you're always on edge, as if you can't let your guard down? When to seek help? If PTSD symptoms are interfering with your ability to live your life, it's crucial to seek help. A mental health professional can provide treatment options such as therapy or medication to help you manage and reduce symptoms. Disorder number 9, health anxiety, hypochondriasis. Health anxiety is like having an overactive alarm system in your body that goes off at the slightest sign of discomfort. You might find yourself constantly worrying that you have a serious illness, even when doctors reassure you that you're fine. This worry can lead to frequent checking of your body for symptoms, doctor visits, and an obsession with health information. Despite reassurance from healthcare providers, the fear persists, making it hard to focus on anything else. Symptoms include preoccupation with health, frequent self-examination, avoidance of health-related news, and constant fear of illness. Here are some questions to ask yourself. Do you often think that you have a serious illness, even when doctors tell you you're healthy? Do you constantly check your body for signs of disease? Does worrying about your health take up a lot of your time and energy? When to seek help? If your health anxiety is interfering with your daily life, relationships, or causing significant distress, it's important to seek help. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is particularly effective in helping manage and reduce these fears. Disorder number 10, selective mutism. Selective mutism is more than just being shy. It's a struggle to speak in certain social situations, even though you can talk just fine in others. This can be particularly challenging in settings like school or work, where communication is essential. It's not that you don't want to speak, it's that the anxiety feels so overwhelming that words just won't come out. This can lead to feelings of isolation, frustration, and a sense of being misunderstood by others. Symptoms include inability to speak in certain social settings, anxiety, avoidance of social interactions, and difficulty expressing needs or emotions. Here are some questions to ask yourself. Do you or your child find it nearly impossible to speak in certain situations, even though you can talk comfortably in others? Does this inability to speak cause stress or make social interactions difficult? Do you avoid situations where you know you'll have to talk because the anxiety is too overwhelming? When to seek help? If selective mutism is causing significant distress or hindering participation in school, work, or social activities, it's important to seek help. Early intervention with a therapist specializing in anxiety or speech disorders can help overcome this challenge. I'm so glad you stayed with us through this video. Talking about anxiety can be tough, but it's so important to understand these feelings and know that you're not alone. Whether you're dealing with anxiety yourself or supporting someone who is, just remember that there's always a way forward. If you need help, don't hesitate to reach out to a professional. It's a big step toward feeling better. Before we go, I want to leave you with this thought. Anxiety doesn't define you. It's just one part of your story, and with the right tools and support, you can overcome it. Today, you took a crucial step by learning about these anxiety disorders and how to recognize them. The next step is up to you, whether it's seeking help, practicing self-care, or simply being more aware. Every action you take is a victory. Keep pushing forward and remember that you have the strength to turn anxiety into a stepping stone toward a brighter, more joyful future. Congratulations, you're one step closer to a better you. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. This helps us continue to make complimentary videos, and please share the video to help others live their best life. We look forward to reading your comments and responding. My purpose in life is to help others. God's love for us is our why at the PASSIONOY channel. Let's continue daily on a passion and joy-filled journey together, living our best lives. Join us today and become a Club PASSIONOY VIP, someone living their life driven by passion and fueled by joy. With hopes to help you live your best life now. The PASSIONOY Life. Thank you for watching our video. Please check out all that our channel has to offer. From videos, shorts, our community tab, and our email newsletter subscription and blog links, simply because we care about you.